for you.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you are new here, welcome. I hope you're all doing well during this pandemic. So today's video is going to be a tutorial on this eye makeup look. It's quite simple and it is very hooded eyes friendly, so I am here for you hooded eyes people, and I feel the pain and struggle. So if you'd like to see how I created this makeup look, keep on watching. Also, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more content from me. I can't get words out. And yeah, let's just head straight into this tutorial because I can't, this mouth is not with my brain today. Okay, let's see what we can do today. Okay, as usual, to start this look off, I'm going to be taking the Louise base in shade 2. And I'm going to be passing that all across my eyelid up into, is that right? Oh my god, I can't speak. Up to my brow bone where my quarantine brows are growing. Oh god, honestly, no amount of concealer is going to hide that, but I'm waiting to film a waxing tutorial to show you guys how I actually wax my brows at home, which is perfect during quarantine, so let's just ignore the state of my brows. For the first shade, I'm dipping into the Beauty Bay Origin 42 colour palette, and I'm taking shade 5 on the base row, and I'm applying that all over my lid and also my brow bone area too. God, those brows are something else, and I keep drawing attention to them by talking about them. Alright, for the next shade I'm using the Nubian 2 palette by Juvia's Place, and I'm going to be taking Madagascar, which is this really nice matte brown shade. And this is important, this step, because if you do have hooded eyes, what I like to do, and it might be beneficial for you, is I have started to pat the shade on above, way above my crease line, which is then essentially like my eye socket bone. So when I relax my eyes, you can see way more skin folds, so I kind of just pat that on, and then it kind of helps me map out where the shade needs to be, and then I kind of blend it, but not too much, because then I move on to using a fluffy brush like this one, which is perfect to buff the shade out and help that not have any harsh edges, and it does help create more of a contour. So also, if you do have a similar skin tone to mine, this Madagascar shade is perfect. And then obviously repeat the same step on the other side. Don't worry when you put some Madagascar on if it kind of looks really crap, basically, because the whole point of the fluffy brush and blending it out when you do have hooded eyes, especially if they're small, is it will help diffuse the whole look. So I just wanted to show you guys why it's key to go above your natural crease line with hooded eyes, because so much of the eyeshadow gets lost. So you want to be bringing it above the crease line so you can obviously see as much eyeshadow as possible. And also go back in with some eyeshadow if your eyes are like mine, where the folds kind of separate some of the eyeshadow, which is an absolute pain. Oh my god. Alright, moving on to shade 5 again from the Beauty Bay palette, and this is going to be the slightly fun, kind of tricky side, because we're going to be creating a cut crease but without any concealer or Louise base or whatever you guys use, and all this is for is just to create a rough shape of where we want the whiter shade we're going to be using next to apply. And make sure you are relaxing your eyelids to see how far above your crease line you've gone, because the whole point of this cut crease is to create the illusion that your eyelid space is a lot bigger than it is. So just keep going back in with relaxing that eyelid, because it's a bit complicated, but you'll get there in the end. So again, don't worry if it's a bit like messy, because we're going to be taking this highlight shade, which is shade 1 in the Beauty Bay palette, and applying that over shade 5. So it's a bit more of a white pigment, this, and it is kind of patchy at times, I'm not going to lie. So yeah, it just didn't work very well on this eyelid, and I don't know why, but on my other eyelid it seemed to work a lot better. Maybe my eyelids are just, you know, maybe my eyelids are just not happy or something, I don't know. But yeah, make sure you do go back in with Madagascar with little to no product on the brush you used before, so you can start blending in the edges and the two colours together. And I'm going back in with the white here because I just couldn't get this cut crease to work at first, but later on in the tutorial I do make the eyelid space wider, so just make sure you are slightly exaggerating the cut crease if your hooded eyes are just as pesky as mine, because I don't know, sometimes I do the cut crease so perfect and then sometimes I'm like, oh, this is the right height I'm doing it for, and then it's just really low. So I honestly don't know if like hooded eyes sometimes just are more hooded than another day, because it's a lot of skin, isn't it, and skin moves. And I'm definitely convinced as well that my eyes have become a lot more hooded than they used to be. I swear they have, because I just feel like I struggle to do my eye makeup sometimes more than I used to back in the day. But you know, oh, also if you go in too much with that white shade, the highlight shade like I have, don't worry, because it's very easy to kind of get rid of, and I don't know, maybe it'll help you think of bringing up your cut crease a bit more, because I did end up doing that, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, just make sure you go back in with Madagascar and just gently and lightly start blending the brown back over the white shade. But as you can kind of see, I did end up kind of taking it there because it kind of gave me more of a guideline. So don't be afraid, honestly, because even I am sometimes, I'm like, oh god, it's going to be too high, almost like a drag queen kind of exaggeration, which is what I'm not going for as much as I like it. But yeah, it is all down to your own eye shape and preference, but just make sure it isn't kind of hiding, if that makes sense, because you do want to make sure your eyes have enough lid space, or a fake lid space. Can you guys tell, like I was saying before, like my left eyelid just looks really patchy with that white shade compared to my right, and I honestly don't know why. Like, I've got the exact same products on each eyelid, but for some odd reason this eyelid is not, something's just not blending very well. And I mean, I could blame myself, but my other eye seems to be quite good. So yeah, I'm just gonna blame my eyelid, I really am. Oh, and a little tip, if you want to deepen the outer corners like I'm doing, you can just go back in with the Madagascar shade instead of taking another brown shade, because I don't know, it's just easier, and it still works with just the same shade. You just need to pack it in and not blend too much of it out. Taking number 1 in the liner row in the Beauty Bay palette, I'm going to be using this tiny detail brush, and I'm going to be using that to draw a winged eyeliner for this look. I can't freaking speak, I'm so sorry. Anyway, so I really like this colour, this shade. It's such a nice like coffee colour, like a light coffee colour, and I'm not gonna lie, I really did struggle doing this because I'm so short-sighted and I can't see as far as my mirror is when I'm filming. It's ridiculously annoying. But anyway, yeah, just apply the liner how you prefer. Do make sure you are looking straight ahead if you have hooded eyes, because then you can see where your natural fold is. And for me, my eyelids do kind of curve round a bit more, so I've got I've got more skin that's like hooded, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm also going to make sure I'm just going to be creating a thinnish line the more I go into the inner corner of my eye, because I don't want to be overwhelming my eyelid space too much. So I'm just kind of showing you guys here what I mean by my eyelids kind of being more hooded on the outer corners, so it creates even more less space for my outer corners, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to apply my foundation and do the rest on my base before finishing the eye look. And as you can see here, I did go back in and expand and increase the crease. Oh my god, I keep repeating words and I keep stumbling over words. What is wrong with me? But yeah, don't worry if you do want to do this like I did, because I just felt like it needed to be exaggerated a tiny bit more. Even though, as you can see, my eyes are lowered, it still gets sucked in to all the skin. For the lower lash line, I'm taking Madagascar and then the liner shade on a separate brush, and I'm going to be contouring and buffering that under the lower lash line, but I'm not going to bring it all the way across because I want to create the illusion that my eyes are a lot bigger, as you can see here. So leaving some space on the lower lash line really does help if you've got small eyes like I do, and also if you do want to bring some of the white eyeshadow underneath as well, it also helps. I'm not the best at explaining things sometimes, am I? Okay, we're finally coming to an end with this eye look, so just grab your favourite mascara and apply that to your top and lower lash line. Oh my god, no. Top and bottom lashes. So I'm taking the Zoeva Graphic Lash Mascara, and this is literally my most favourite mascara. So if you've got crappy eyelashes like I do, it does help, honestly, it really does. And then I'm going to take my favourite lashes by Koko Lashes in the style Gigi or Gigi, don't really know, so I'm sorry. But these ones are old and they still do a bomb-ass job, honestly. Moving on to the lips, I'm taking Makeup Revolution's lip liner in the shade Glory, which is a really deep brown chocolate shade, and I'm just gonna, oh, and also Coloured Raine's Brickhouse liquid lipstick. It's matte, by the way. Yeah, wow. And I'm gonna line my lips with the liner and also then apply the lipstick. What else am I going to do with these two products, I guess? Because I was in a very coconutty mood, I'm taking the Yesto Coconut Ultra Hydrating Moisturiser and spritzing that all over my face to set the makeup. And this is the final look, so I hope you guys have enjoyed it. So if you do recreate this look, please tag me on Instagram if you upload it there. And if you did enjoy today's video, please give it a massive thumbs up. Also comment below and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!